What's going on? I'm here with Tennessee Dragon.
What's going on?
And if y'all have any flatbed questions, he sure can answer them.
Oh, yeah.
Because I don't know much about it. Where's the best place to live if you're flatbed?
Yeah. I've always been everywhere, so I can't say that. We pick up everywhere.
In your opinion, where's the most freight come out of?
Yeah, it's everywhere.
Everywhere. Look, my trucking venture says he was first, and we got over here. Peg Leg says, "Good evening, great bearded wonder of trucker knowledge." And Wombat says first, but he was really like third. Mm. What's up, Christopher Darnett?
What's going on?
Look, people jumping in like crazy. So how's things been going?
Oh, it's going good.
You ready for the shakeup of everything happening?
It ain't going to affect me too much.
No, me neither. I'm going to run out, come back, test one out, keep going. Ronnie Green says, my wild guess was paid off. What's he talking about?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what he was talking about. Should we give out a hat right now or what? Should we do the first one already or wait a little while? Let some more people get in here or just go ahead and be like, hey, here it is. Digging the hat. Which one you digging? Because I know you like bikes too, Chris. So Chris probably digging both of them. How do I get this hat? The only thing about flatbed I know is keep the strap tight. That's what I guess he means that's why I am a reefer driver, because CDL stands for can't do labor. Mm-hmm. Hey, that's pretty good. I never heard that.
I've never heard of that one either.
Can't do labor. Hey, I'm with you there. Like, wait. I do a lot of hard work. Those landing gear, they're a little bit rough sometimes. They're rusty and old.
Yeah, there's times that I've seen some, even flatbed, it takes forever to crank that singing bitch up.
So you like the green one, Chris? Yeah, I like the green too. I went with the green because I was all like, man, it just pops, and like I thought it kind of went with the safety vest, but it's a little darker. Well, what would you call it? A little brighter than the safety vest?
Just a wee bit, yeah.
The shade's off. The safety vest is yellow, and I thought this was like a yellow green, but it works out. First in the chat deserves the hat. I'm here for the 704 free hat giveaway. LOL. He said he's here just for the 704 hat giveaway. What's Captain Banana say? Study a pre-trip, get your CDL, and get into flatbed. That's how you get that hat.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. You jump on Thomas's truck, he'll buy you one. I'm just kidding. I don't know. Oh, man, that's hard work. Pulling 105-inch concrete beams now. So that's good. Chris left Prime to go try out something else, and sounds like he's pulling some heavy beams. That's good. I guess he puts them on flatbed.
That's a pretty good load, yeah.
So guys, I finally got to watch it live. There's Nick. I've been talking to Nick a long time. Still thinking about ICP calling you Twizted Big. Yeah, I know. That was a funny video, really. Jimmy Cool says, after a long 2 months of waiting, I just approved for my CDL training. I should be in Missouri on the 18th next month, if God's willing. Yeah, and the like I've been getting a lot of calls and feedback from people that have been waiting a long time to get in. And, that's doesn't sound fun. I don't know.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine the weight now.
Yeah, they're slowing it down though. And the good thing is like, hey, it's a good sign if the trucking company's so busy that you have to have a wait, then that's pretty, like, people want to come here because people are going to wait in line to get here. Here's your question. Do you use straps, chains, or both?
Oh, it depends on the load. Certain loads require chains, certain loads require straps. Some loads require both because of the material. So it always depends on the load.
When you started Flatbed, were you worried stuff was going to fall off of it?
No.
Okay, because that's always every time I ever moved anything in a truck or on like the back of a trailer that wasn't in a box, I was always like, oh my God, this is going to fall off. This is going to fall off. And I actually had a doghouse fly out of a truck. We were moving one time and it skidded down the road and it didn't even break. One of those dog igloos, they are built strong.
Oh, yeah.
That thing did not break. It looked like a turtle running across the road or something really fast.
Yeah, it's like me moving my fridge today. I had to go buy a new fridge today. The old lady was worried about it falling out of the bed of the truck. And I said, don't worry, I got 2 straps on it.
Yeah. See, I'd have probably had like 6 of them on it. I'm in the process of coming to Prime. I used your referral code as well. Heather is so great. Hey, thank you. I appreciate you using my driver code, Lonnie. I really do. Let me know when you're coming. Like, you'll have to text me or something. Let me know when you're coming, because right now where the thing's going, I can't like really like say if I could train anyone right now, because it all depends when I get back into town to text my next student. So it's going to be a case-by-case basis from now on. Pegleg says, Mr. Thomas ever haul slinkies out of Pueblo, Colorado?
Yeah, every time I hit Denver, that's probably what I'm getting to come back, either that or train out of Pueblo, AC units.
What's a slinky?
Slinky is just almost like rebar, but it's in a roll.
Oh,
and there's a bunch of them on. They usually stack 2 all the way down.
That doesn't sound. Why do they roll up rebar?
Because when it gets to, that's how they ship it, and then when it gets out, they'll straighten it out, make either cattle fences out of it, certain rebar pins, something like that, and then they pull it. Like when it gets there, they'll pull it out, and then they start welding it together, make panels.
That sounds too hard.
And then it goes out again. It's just basically raw material. We just call it a slinky because if it comes unbundled,
oh, so it's not that thick like rebar. It's like thin.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm thinking like that big rebar.
No.
Okay. Just remember, trust in the trainer. Exactly right.
We know what we're talking about. We wouldn't be doing it if we didn't know what we're talking about.
Oh, I just had a big red the other day. But yeah, always trust in your trainer. Always. I'm going to go with that every time. You might be like, man, this guy does not know what he's talking about. And sometimes you won't listen to your trainer. And we've done it before. I got mad at my student or like frustrated with him. And I'm like, Thomas, go tell him what to do. Thomas goes, tell him the same thing I told him. And all of a sudden he can do it. He was all like, I understand it from him. So.
Yeah, we have the same way. We explain it the same way, but we word it in different ways. Sometimes I have my students, hey, Daniel, he's had a hard under time. Yeah, I can't English, so I'm English. So everybody, if you watch.
It's like you type. Just type it out. Just get on the keyboard and type it out when you're having trouble.
So I have Daniel help out with my students too sometimes when they don't understand what I'm trying to explain to them. Daniel walks over, boom, same thing I said, just words it a little different, and they understand it.
Yeah.
And then.
Does the bills elating state what you use? Does it?
Yeah, some of them do. Some of them are old though, and it requires chains when they don't require chains anymore. But that's how we know we're going to tarp it. Is our bills laden says tarp it.
Okay.
And our load page even says we'll have to tarp it.
It doesn't say how many chains exactly.
No, they don't say. It's just more of a fill it. If you not know, you can always ask the shipper or whoever's loading you, hey, what's the best way to secure this if you do not know? or call your trainer. I tell all my students, hey, you get out there on your own and you need help, give me a call. I'll help you through that load. I have no problem. That's the biggest thing is there's no stupid question, but I'll give you a stupid answer.
There you go. I just found your channel a couple weeks ago, and that wait is crazy. Funny thing is, I'm coming back to prom on the 25th of April because I'm going to Disney from the 16th to the 23rd of April. Hey, there you go. Look at it as a vacation before you come out here. So trucking's a lot of time away from the family. Go do something with the family while you wait.
Oh, yeah.
My luck, I would do something like that, and they would call me the next day and say, hey, come in Monday. And I'm all like, dude, I'm in Disney. They're all like, we'll get you a Greyhound ticket from Disney here. I'd be like, you're taking me away from Disney? Do you not understand the magical kingdom over here?
It's 7-Eleven. How about we shoot that hat?
Yeah, I think so. Because, all right, what we're going to do is I'm going to put a phone number in the chat, and the first person to pick a color.
Say it now or later?
Say it now so they can put the color in the chat.
Let's go blue.
All right, the first person to text this number right here types the word blue, and we're going to get the first hat out the way. So it's 417-894-8098. First one to text that phone laying right there.
Say your name too.
Yeah, put your name in there too. After you text the word blue, go ahead and throw your name in there. And if you can't spell blue, don't worry. Thomas can read it still. There we go. There's the winner right there. You ready? It's going to be the bottom one on here. So it's going to be this guy. Not that guy, because he texted me before that. Right there. You want to read his name?
Harry. All right.
Yep, that's what it's. Harry just got him a hat. We're going to give him the blue. Which one are you going to give him? The blue one, the purple one, or the black one? Which one?
Yeah, we'll go with that blue one.
We'll go with the blue one. So, Harry, you just text me. Go ahead and send me your address on. Well, I hope my screen was dark enough that no one can see that, but that one is gone. So, Harry, on this, go ahead and text me your address, and I'm going to save your name to contacts. I hope he's happy. Like, he's probably like, yeah, I got the hat. But yeah, if you'll send me your address that you want it shipped to, or if you're at the terminal or something and you want to pick it up from me there, let me know. And who knows, we might do another one here in a minute. Where were we at? Chains both. We're past that. We're past that. Past that. We're just going to pick up somewhere. How do you stay motivated in harsh weather? Go for it.
I always tell my students that for even cold weather, you're having to do work outside the truck. You get cold, you can always get back in that truck and warm up. You can then get back out and finish what you need to do. That's the way I tell all mine to do flatbed, because everybody's always afraid of, well, I don't want to have to untarp or unstrap a load in -2 degree weather. Well, we always have that option. If we get too cold, you can get back in that truck, warm up, and then get back out and finish it.
Oh, my trucking venture, you were the second person on there. My bad. I was clearing them off. That way, if we do another one, there ain't no text messages before it. I hauled train when I drove for Not So Swift.
Yeah, those I actually like that load coming out of Pueblo. Those AC units are not bad.
Nick says, picking up a new truck in Springfield on Monday, then grabbing a trainee. Gonna give one more try at it. Hey, Nick, come see me, man. Come see me on Monday. I will be here on Monday. Come see me. I'll be out on the path somewhere.
And I'll probably be there at 6 o'clock in the morning before I leave out on my load.
What's going on, Junior? Junior says, how are we doing? We are awesome. Green Witch Trucking. Everything all. Ronnie says, as a driver, how do you handle stress? I'd take me a good nap.
Mm.
I don't know. Like, how do you handle stress? Music.
Music. I am a vapor, a smoker, so that
Vape.
time off when I do get it. A good person to talk to.
Nick says exercise.
Yeah.
Works pretty good.
Now, that's the reason why I flatbed. I couldn't justify sitting in a reefer all day and get to your shit or to load and then have to sit to wait to get loaded. I'd like to work on my loads. So
when do you get to watch Netflix if you're not getting attention?
when like I'm ready to go do my 10-hour rest.
You're sitting in that bunk over there just watching Netflix, getting paid. Netflix and chilling. Well, that sounds bad.
Yeah.
Especially since I got students.
You're a trainer.
We don't Netflix and chill. I'm watching Netflix and kicking my feet up on the bed and just chilling, watching Netflix.
Here lately I've been watching YouTube, watching a lot of people doing subs and sound systems in their cars. So,
and he's been watching Twizted Big D.
Yeah.
There we go.
Like and subscribe.
There you go. Heck yeah. Thumbs up. Bass Mafia. My man. What's going on, Cruz? Cruz Guzman's been on here several times too. Bearded Trucker says, I used to be a trainer at Prime, and I'm on an A fleet. I have to wait 30 days to come back over on the company side of Prime. Yes, and I've heard about that. The thing is that they don't want people jumping back and forth from like that. So whenever you jump on a fleet, they want you have 30 days off, and then whenever you come back from a fleet, when you come back on company, they want you to have 30 days off. So there's some separation in there. I don't know why they do it. Maybe it's kind of a deterrent or something like that. Hans, man, appreciate that. Look at that.
Appreciate it.
That is awesome. That's why you got a free hat today. No, I'm joking. Where are we at up here? I skipped down because I saw that. I was all like, whoa, super chat?
Well, hey, man, I think super chat deserves to get a hat.
Yeah. Hans, go ahead and I think Hans has my other number. Hans, go ahead and text me your address. I'll send you a hat too, bro.
And then text it with what color?
Yeah, we only have one red left.
That's going to be a special one, so you can't have the red.
Oh, never mind. You can't have the red one.
So we got a black, a purple, and a blue.
Black, purple, and blue, Hans.
There's what the black looks like. Yeah, wrong way.
Yeah, it's confusing though because it's backwards. Now I see what Justin's always talking about.
Mm-hmm.
You can talk to sales about drywall out of
Gypsum, Colorado. Yeah, that
stuff?
one's not too bad. I don't mind them having them tarping it for me and then pulling out. All I have to do is bungee. But that crawl back down the mountain, I like doing it during the summer, but not during the winter. But I don't go out that way too often anymore. So.
Wombats, I always miss him. Every time he comes, he either comes out there after I left. Like I'll get everything done I'm doing in the day. I'll leave, and then he'll text me, "Hey man, I'm doing steaks over here at the shack over here, fillets and stuff." And I'm all like, "Oh, fillets." We always miss each other. Someday we're gonna actually meet face to face. Playing what? Is that a game? Playing
Elden Ring.
Elden Ring helps stress. Because it's a video game. And I am on the pad tomorrow.
Oh, you're not running?
Oh, whoa. Actually, I will not be on the pad tomorrow. I got a load tomorrow. I will be back on I'll be there on Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So
but I will be on the pad tomorrow. I got a student testing in the morning, then I got to get another student out there starting to do his backing, and then meet up with my newer student, hopefully I get him going so he can go out on the load with me on Monday.
I doubt it because they said in the
Well,
meeting.
I'm on the list, so
In the meeting, they said 2 days ago when we had the meeting, or day before yesterday, whenever the meeting was, they said that they had 47 people on the list to get a student, and there was only 32 students.
yeah. Well, so they got me on the list. So hopefully I get a new student on Friday. If not, my other student gets the luxury of going to Chicago again. Hopefully not. I don't like Chicago.
Dude, I never liked it either.
It's not bad. It's the place
Now
we
you-
normally go.
Now we have 2 thumbs up. Now we
Four.
got 4. Hans says purple.
Purple?
Yep, that's gonna be Hans.
Oh,
Might as
you
well.
must have 4 black ones, right?
I don't even know. I like that purple one.
That's not bad.
I do.
My
like it.
rig's purple, so
I have that same hat upstairs. and
my
I-
rig's royal.
I like it.
Royal purple. The Insane Asylum.
I need to start writing names on the tag. Write names on the tab. Here, you can read this next one while I write Hans on here.
Yeah, great, you have me reading shit. Power only.
So I might end up with a whole bunch of these gone.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait.
What
till
did it
you're
say?
done.
Yeah, it's a contract with the Power Only A Fleet Company and Prime. That's all I would have been back a while. Oh, he's talking about switching to from the other fleet to back. I'm about to finish 1 year at Prime. If take 2 months to leave absent, that's considered quitting. I'm about to finish 1 year at Prime. If I take a 2 months leave of absence, is that considered quitting?
Well, it's all on if you talk to your fleet manager.
Yeah, let your fleet
Yeah,
manager know what you're
it's
doing.
communication. That's the biggest thing in any job is communication. Your fleet manager is basically your best friend at doing what you're doing. And don't say, yeah, he's your best friend. You got to get a good rapport with him anyways. But letting him know and make sure it's okay with him and he's okay with that. Now, if you're company side, you might have to turn your truck in. And then when you come back, you get a new truck because they just don't like that truck not moving. As a company standpoint.
How many miles do you do a week? Well, hold on. Actually, back to the 2 months thing. So I had a teammate that he pretty much did that. Whenever he left, he didn't finish his year, but he took a 2 months absence like that. And all he had to do is say, hey, I'm going to come back. And he went to get a truck to come back to work. And they got him a bus ticket and everything. And then whenever he got the bus ticket and everything, he said, I'm not coming back after all. I quit. So it was kind of, I wouldn't like going out that way, but they didn't make him pay it back. So, yeah, where was I at?
How many
miles do you do a week? I try to do 2,500 at the minimum. Like, I'm not happy if it's less than that. What you try for?
Close to that. I know my dedicated, it does a little less, but it's whatever, wherever I'm going.
Wombats, yes, we like steaks. Yeah. How about in a whole week? What's a week? If you're running hard, what do you think? How many miles does Flatbed get for 1 week of running hard? I'm just curious.
Oh, I mean, we do same as what Reefer do, as in miles wise, but we run a lot longer too because we might get a pickup one load that's going to take us 3 days or 4 days to get it delivered, depending on if you're over the road or if you're regional. So
throw me a purple hat over here. Nick's gonna buy one on he said he's gonna buy one on Monday. So I'm just gonna take that one to work with me. So I'll have it in the truck on Monday.
So down to
one purple,
a blue, and 3 blacks. And then that special one, the special red one.
Look at that, huh? Another $10 super chat from And Hans,
Well, I appreciate it.
you making good money over there, bro.
I appreciate that, Hans.
That's a question for you. Does Prime have spread axles or slide axles for their skateboards?
Our 48s are fixed, and our 53s are slide. That back axle slides up to meet the front for bridge wall, and that goes with our step decks too. Most of our step decks are 53s.
Oh no, I'm not switching to flatbed.
Me and Justin would train you up good, man.
That weather's too cold outside in the wintertime, like, and then it's hot in the summer.
I'd hate to tell you, but we do have Texas regional.
Yeah, I know.
But you do get out of Texas. You go all the way to Pennsylvania. I met 2 Texas regionals out of Pennsylvania, or up in Pennsylvania, picking up loads that they delivered up there and was taken back to Texas to get their next load.
Oh,
so
that would be horrible, especially in wintertime.
But I don't mind the cold weather. I hate being cold. I'd rather sweat my butt off than freeze it off. But if the job requires me to do it, I'll do it. There's always a lot of clothing you can put on.
Hans, does your number end in 22? Because I think that's you, but your name's not saved in my phone. Just put a yes or no, because I'm trying to make sure that that's your number. What's a dedicated routes does he do?
Oh, well, I was dedicated I'm dedicated from LP, Louisiana Pacific. It's basically a lumber company, hardwood. Right now we're pulling siding out of Chicago. We were pulling OSB out of Alabama till our lane shifted a little bit. So we're hoping to get back to Alabama on it. But that's what I pull. That's what our dedicated is out of LP, the Louisiana Pacific. I hope that answered your question.
So he's still dedicated, but now he's dedicated wherever it goes to, right?
Yeah.
Wherever it goes to, wherever it moves to. But he's pretty much like always ending up back in Missouri, right?
Right. That's what all of our loads, we go out and bring it back to Missouri area. So we might bring it to Missouri or Arkansas or Indiana. If it comes out of Alabama, we have taken it up to Indiana and over into Kansas. I was just recently in Independence, Kansas last week.
Independent, Kansas. Oh, that's where I go to Whataburger.
Mm-hmm.
I take the tire run down there, and it's just one exit back. So you take
this
exit, drop it off, and then you go one exit back. It's in town. It's like one block in town.
I didn't even see it. But we took the back road. You're talking about on the other side of Joplin, right? Or are you talking about go towards Kansas
I'm talking about Kansas City.
Yeah. No, I'm talking about...
Is that... I thought that was Independence, Missouri.
No, Independence, Kansas is on the other end of Kansas, on the southeast side of Kansas.
See,
you're talking about Missouri.
That's so confusing over there. I swear, man. Yeah, that is completely confusing. I swear. Like
your first flatbed,
the whole
peg leg, peg leg there. First flatbed
was a DM, a direct message.
What do you mean by DM?
It's a direct message, man. You gotta be hip to understand some of this. Because it doesn't make sense. This first load was DM. They dropped him a DM on that. I'm probably using the wrong phrase, and people are like,
right.
"Oh, now he's trying to sound hip. He don't know what he's talking about." While tarping, do you use your drive clock time? Heck no.
No, you're on duty when you're doing any loads, just like reefer. You bump that dock, you switch it from on drive line to your on duty, and you're on duty clocked in. Anytime you're getting unloaded or loaded, and fueling.
Yeah.
And when you're not doing any work at all is when you're off duty. And when you're driving, well, guess what? You're on drive clock.
What's the average time that you're on duty to strap and unstrap or whatever?
My first loads, I was doing 2 hours to do it, but now I'm down to 45 minutes.
There's no detention pay for that.
No, it's all on you. Now, if it's, well, and even our detention pay don't count the tarping time. It only counts from the time you get there to the time you finish getting loaded.
How do they know that you got finished loading it?
Well, they look at the time that the bills are handed to you. Sometimes they're freshly printed. So, and the shipper even puts a timestamp on that bill. So it's all on that. And you're also, if you're sitting there still getting loaded, you're talking to your fleet manager, said, hey man, I've been sitting here for 2 hours before I'm loaded. Because we do an arrival call and a departure call.
Y'all have to call when y'all depart?
It's a message.
Oh, the message.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's what we call it. I mean, I've always called it arrival call and departure call. I mean, it's still a message.
Well, you don't want no part of reefer because we have to do these live loaded calls, and oh my gosh, when I go back over the road, that is going to be the worst part of my day because I'm so used to not doing them because
yeah, we don't have to do those calls. Or call your fleet manager on this live load, and all my fleet managers like, yeah, ignore that message. It's automatically on that page. So if I really was important to me talk to you about it, I'll call you and tell you what's going on with that load.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
But that's my fleet manager. Every fleet manager is different. So
reefer side, we just mess up too much. We can't have that special treatment of not calling. Pegleg says, my first flatbed load was a 2.5 from Long Beach, California to Goose Creek, South Carolina.
That is a good run. My longest run was from Pueblo to Miami, Florida. And that was my third load ever ran.
Oh, Tim. What's your hardest load to tarp?
Hardest load to tarp is the one I hate the most is aluminum cable racks. You can never have enough moving blankets because that stuff is sharp and is going to tear your tarps up like Swiss cheese.
How much is a tarp?
300 ballpark range for the biggest one we have is blue. That's our lumber tarps.
And I'm over here complaining about my $50 load lock. Or not even $50, my $20
yeah, that's why
load lock.
I mean, it's up to the company driver and lease to pay for their own gear. That way we take care of it. We're going to make sure that we keep that in good condition for the next load, because if something's given to you, are you going to take care of it?
Yeah.
No, you're going to leave that for the next driver to mess with.
Just gonna,
if it's ours, we're going to take care of it. Now you can go out and buy you some custom tarps, still run the same about, and then, but I mean, I'm sitting on my third set of tarps out of 5 years.
What was the startup? What is the startup cost of flatbed? Because I've been asked that so many times by my students and other people. They're all like, what's the startup cost of flatbed?
It's just a year with paying it back, but it's about.
No, I'm talking about all the equipment because that's a lot.
That's what I was getting to. It's
my bad.
Yeah, it's around now.
You're such
back when I was. Now, back when I started, it was around 2,500. But it slowly comes out of your paycheck. You really don't even notice it every week until your full year when it's finally paid off. And then all that's yours. If you go somewhere else after your year or 2 years, that gear goes with you. Now you can sell it back to Prime, but you're not going to get that money back what you paid for it because it's used product. So
if you buy used gear, can you sell it back?
Yeah, and you can even buy used gear. You don't even have to buy brand new gear. And that used gear will still get you the same money, still not as much as you paid for it, but it's not going to be a hurt in your pocket. I mean, if you're really wanting to sell it, we got other flatbedders out there that'll buy it off of you too.
They got warranty on it? Like if something breaks?
No.
Like, I don't know, ratchet.
Like a ratchet messed up, yeah, so take it back up to securement and say, hey, this is not good. They'll give you a brand new one. And it's not going to charge you. They'll just swap it out. Now, if it was like 3 weeks down the road and you've ran over it or mistreated it, yeah, they're going to say something. But if it's right after they give you your gear and you start with it, they're like, yeah, we'll switch it out real quick.
Omnitrax is on paper logs until. Love it. Okay, yeah. Nick says he's running paper logs and he loves it. Doomsday in the house. Ain't giving up on getting. I'm not giving up on getting into CDL school and winning one of those hats tonight. That's right. He's waiting for the red one. The Doomster in the house. You're going for the red one at the end. Womback says, so I bumped the dock, switched to on duty as I walked to the office with my bills. Walk back to the truck, immediately go off duty. Is that wrong? I need to be on duty if I'm watching TV. I need to be on duty if I'm watching. You need to be off duty if you're watching TV. But yeah, that's correct. You need to be on duty until you get all that taken care of, and then you're off duty. And Nick says you're correct.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and if you're behind that curtain, you need to be in sleeper berth.
Yeah, sleeper berth behind the curtain. I sit in the passengers. I'm in the driver's seat to watch my TV sometimes. I'm already off duty. Look at all those answers for them. A lot of people helping out in here.
Nice. Way to go, chat.
Big says he's come. Scoop me up on the second week of April for TNT. I'll pay you, dude. No TNT here. No TNT here.
I don't do TNT either.
It's not fun. I thought $75 for a low lock for reefer was expensive. Low locks are up to dang chips shortage made the low locks go up.
Yeah.
How many chips does it take to put a low lock together? I mean, there's just a piece of metal. There's no chip in it. Just switch to reefer mechanic. Are dad members the only ones allowed to invited to be on the low choice board? No, they're not the only ones. In fact, a lot of them are not on the low choice board. Startup for my equipment was almost $3,000. Pegleg said he paid about $3,000.
Now, where was that at?
Yeah.
I know it's gone up with Prime because, inflation on equipment. Everybody's got to make their money on something. So
Travis, my dude over here, man. It says one has to be on duty at least 15 minutes while docked, then go off duty. But as a flatbedder, he's still working, so he has to be on duty.
Right. Now, sitting there waiting to get unloaded, it's a judgment call on that. But when they start putting that first pallet on you, on your flatbed, yeah, you need to switch to on duty. And especially when you get out and work your load, you have to show on duty clock on that.
Noah lock. Man, they've been tripping about the locks here lately. On the reefer side.
My son-in-law works inbound tires, and he was just telling me what their toolbox meeting was yesterday morning, and they were saying, yeah, they're gonna have to go to the driver's lineup. Can't let you leave the outbound or inbound until you put your personal lock on that truck.
Yeah, I don't know why people are not using locks again. Alloy locks. I mean, we got alloy locks. Why not use them? I don't understand that. But hey, people are not using the locks on the trailers right now, and I don't know. I can't justify it, but people are getting in trouble for not using locks. If I'm just running a trailer from like a broken trailer from like Craft Caves to the terminal, I didn't put a lock on it and a couple times, and they started tripping. And I was all like, dude, I'm bringing your broken trailer back. Is it that big of a deal for a broken trailer? But they were tripping, and they put cameras in there. Have you seen the cameras?
Yeah, they got cameras showing the back, little baby monitors. showing the back of your trailer when you pull into the outbound, and I didn't know. Did they got it on inbound too?
I don't know. I saw it on
I seen them on
outbound.
outbound.
I barely seen
I
it
even
today.
asked him how long they had that. And he's like about a week, but that was 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, that was nuts. I was all like, we got cameras in here to watch the back of the trailers? This is crazy. Dude, I'm so used to going through the bobtail lane. I brought my trailer in today, and I just went straight through the bobtail lane. And then once I got to the other side, I said, did I really just do that? But nobody said anything, so it was an eco shred trailer. They probably thought it was a test trailer anyways. But I was like, I'm going to get in trouble for that. $3,000 will not swift. It's not so swift. That was a year ago. No longer am able to drive, unfortunately. Oh yeah, Peg Leg. He was Peg Leg. I remember Peg Leg. I met him. The one load I ever took my wife on to deliver, I met Peg Leg, and then ends up I ran into him in the terminal. I ran into him at the terminal several times, and cool guy, one leg, and he was out there still doing it. So he was.
Yeah, I've seen him in the chat a lot over on damn it, my head just went blank. Why?
You seen him in a bunch of chats.
Yeah,
probably on Primetime Fits.
Yeah, Primetime Fits.
Yeah, don't forget Primetime Fits. Subscribe to his channel. I don't know what he's doing today.
I didn't see him at all, and then all of a sudden his truck was gone. I was like, where the hell did he go?
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't see him today because I was going to ask him, hey, you want to come over too? And I didn't see him. Maybe I was blind. I don't know. Yeah, I got a phone call the other day about that. They need to be on people who drive around the yard without flashers and driving crazy around the yard. Man, why do you have to have your flashers on driving around in the yard? I don't put my flashers on. Do you?
I do every now and then. That's if I've got to. Now, bobtail, no, I hardly ever do. And when I'm leaving the yard, I forget to put it on. It's supposed to be safety. But you see me, don't you?
Yeah.
So I don't get it. I was told when I first got here to put them on, and they never really explained it to me.
I was just told through inbound and outbound. Once you're inside, you're good. So I turned mine off.
I don't know through inbound and outbound. It's just so you can check your lights on the trailer. And they even ask you sometimes on the newer one, it's got automatic lights. Turn on your lights so they can check the trailer lights. Yeah. Make sure they're all working and all illuminated.
What I can't stand is those guys that drive like 4 miles per hour so they don't start their clock. Go on duty or go yard movement, something.
What's less than 4 minutes to go from where you were parked over on the other side of Wash Bay to outbound? Then you have to start your clock. I mean,
son-in-law, the dude looks like he's 23. He's not 23, and as soon as they pass the 18-year-olds at prime, he's going to be a driver.
He'll be 19 here in a couple of weeks.
19 in a couple weeks. Having a big party at your house?
Possibility.
Put you right on the spot. Big party at your house. What you guys think about the fuel prices? I don't pay fuel. I don't pay for it. We're company.
Yeah.
Let them keep going up. It doesn't affect me. People need to start using the lock caps on the fuel. Oh, heard already some truckers locking fuel caps. Yeah, I've been seeing that on Facebook too. I've been seeing posts on Facebook where people were getting their fuel stolen.
Right, but it helps if you stay in a lit area too. I mean,
yeah.
But I'm one of those that as soon as I feel that truck bump, but not from the APU, I'm up and looking out the window.
Yeah.
But I'm easy access to getting stuff taken off the side of my trailer. I mean, it's.
Yeah, everyone's agreeing with the lock thing. Yeah, just have the lock on the trailer, people, because I'm tired of getting the messages. Just put y'all's locks on the trailer. That's all I ask. It doesn't take 2 seconds. You got to shut the doors anyways. I don't get it. I was in Salt Lake Terminal almost a week ago, and one of the inbound guys said they have to repeat. Oh no, they have to report 10 drivers in the last 2 days for not having locks on the trailer. That's crazy. That is too many. You know, it's a good way to get your stuff stolen. When I started back in, I guess it's a different. Whenever I started back in 16, they preached it and I got chewed out my Steve L a lot of times. When I started back in 16. Yeah, they preach it. I guess it's a different peg leg because he was all like, we never met.
Mm-hmm.
But the peg leg I was talking about, he had to leave for a medical reason too. That's why I thought it was him. Wombat says they really need to enable a kill switch for the endless clicking of the four-way flashers. I will use them as long as I don't need to hear that. Yeah, well, it helps you know that they're on. The clicking sound. I mean, that's
because then you'll just forget about them and drive everywhere, and then
you're driving everywhere with your four-way flashers on. Not fun.
And just like being behind that truck that forgot to turn off his right blinker when he got in the right lane.
Alloy locks make sense to protect the product, and then with the loaded and traveling, but service failure when you forget when the empty is up. What? Sorry, it's hard for me to see. Alloy locks make sense to protect the product when loaded and traveling, but to call it a service failure when you forget the empty is absolutely ridiculous.
Well, they're going to open up when you hit inbound and see that it's empty. They're not going to require you. I appreciate it.
Look at Hans over here. Super chat. Thank you. What were you saying?
About the empty trailer when you hit outbound or inbound. They're going to open it up, see that it's empty, and for no reason to have a lock on it at that point. It's only when you're loaded is when I think they're bitching about it.
No, it's all the time.
It's all the time?
Yep, because they say whenever you're empty, some homeless guy with a bomb could put a bomb in there or something. I don't know.
Okay.
Somebody could put something in there and, you're responsible for
I'm
it.
Flatbed, reefer.
Yeah.
Flatbed doesn't trying to put a lock on something on ours.
Look, he says Flatbed doesn't use locks. Trucking along with Kiersey, what's going on? Man, today I was on the pad and I saw her student pass. Her student did perfect in the back.
Nice.
Like my guys were doing
I don't know. I got kicked off that pad, so.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Thomas was using that pad and he didn't realize there was enough examiners for it, so he got kicked off. Then he parked on the other side of me, and we were both having our guys do pre-trip at the same time. And my guys were kind of messing up pre-trip, so they had to do it even longer. So I was bored. I got in the truck. I was like, it's warm in here. It's toasty. It's not raining in here. So I let them study their pre-trip to get it right. And I look over, and her student's just like, boom, straight line back's done. I looked away and back, and she was already done with her offset. I was like, holy cow, that was a fast offset. And then I don't even know what her last maneuver is. I saw her set up for it. She pulled up, and then I went back to doing what I was doing. I told my guys something. They wanted something, and I turned back around, and she was leaving on the road, and I was like, wow, like she was fast. It was a good test. Oh, look, she says sorry.
Oh, it's all right.
I'm about to drop the dime on the prime driver I saw today with no lock at the truck stop. Don't be doing that. I don't it doesn't help the problem. Like, I mean, you can if you want to, but I don't agree with it. I understand why it's there, but enable it to go silent while I'm creeping around. Oh, he's talking about four-way flashers. Yeah, that would be all right, but I would probably leave mine
creeping
on.
Around, turn up your radio.
My lights don't click on my truck whenever I have my headlights on, and I always leave them on whenever I leave. People always call me, hey, you left your truck lights on, and I'm like, oh. It's cool. Well, I got to get started on my drive. If things go the way I think they will, may see you here soon at the pad, D. See you soon. Man, Travis, get you 6 months, bro. I'll get you some students. Get you 6 months in, and then I'll get you some students. You should be close. Kenworth Ryder, what's going on, brother, man? Ronnie Green, how would you handle a situation where your delivery is late? Before my delivery is even late, I'm going to be with my fleet manager, and I'm going to make sure that he knows about it, and it's going to get fixed. For Flatbed, y'all have open appointments all day most of the time.
Sometimes
right?
we have to be there, like our Lowe's up there in St. Joe. You have to be there 30 minutes before your appointment time. If you're there on time, you're late and you have to sit and wait. And sometimes they just say, hey, you're going to have to come back tomorrow when we have a time for you to get unloaded. I mean, sometimes you got to be there on time.
Yeah. So sometimes, but what would you say the percentage is?
Probably 40% of the time we have an appointment time. And a lot of times we have to be there on time because the product we're hauling is required a crane, and that crane is paid by the hour, and they're not going to pay them over that amount of hours. So if you say 8 o'clock, you got to be there at 8 o'clock because that crane's coming off that site after that, and you're SOL. So
Kirsten said her student, she struggled all week, nailed that parallel. So happy. I'm posting a video of her reaction after the test. Thanks, guys. Yeah, Kirsty, she's been out here. She started a couple months ago, trying the PSD only out, and in my opinion, she's been doing great. When she needs help, she comes and sees a couple people. Like I'm one of them. Sean's one of them. But when she needs help, she goes and gets help from people. And that's what makes a good trainer. If they're having trouble, they're open to go and listen to somebody to get that help that they need. And I think that she's doing an amazing job, and I'm glad that she's came out here and started doing this. And like you can see that she's happy with doing this, and the enjoyment of whenever her students pass. Like she sees that they get that CDL and how happy they are, and she is super happy for them.
oh yeah.
Every time I've seen her after a test, she is just like glowing because she's so happy. She's all like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm doing this. And she's doing great. Travis says, my 6 actually just passed. Get in here and get one of these students I got right now, man. I got 3 good ones. Personally, I don't see, I don't want to read the snitching stuff. Early is on time is late. I hope one of my students is listening to that right now because one of them, on time does not exist. A Home Depot DC usually appointment for Flatbed. You been there? Home Depot?
Not in DC, but yeah, some Home Depots are on appointment time only, and that's even not the warehouse. That's the local Home Depots.
Yeah. Overthinking in the house. I'm struggling with straight back. With straight line back, get off the brake and don't turn big, because I can already guarantee you're turning too big. You need turn the truck off, grab the top of the steering wheel, right? Turn the truck off, grab the top of the steering wheel. Turn it as far as you can left and right. That's all you need for a straight line back, pretty much. The rest of it is you're hitting the brake too much.
And you're not letting that truck roll fast enough. Because too slow, you can't see it react, and too fast, you can't react fast enough.
So if you're overthinking it, move that truck faster, and you don't have time to overthink. I've dealt with it many a times. But just remember, just a little bit with the steering wheel. Put one hand at the top. Go for it. But the good thing to do with people that overthink and that turn too big is turn the truck off and see how much you can turn the wheel with the truck off. You ever try that out?
No,
with
that's
a
the first
student?
time I actually heard that, but you learn something new every day.
Yeah, because think about it, with the truck off, you can only turn it so much.
Mhm.
That's all you need for a straight line back.
I tell them to, you drive it forward for so long, it takes just a little bit to keep going forward. It's the same going backward.
Yeah.
So
sometimes they still don't understand
Right.
that though.
I was actually impressed today. My guy actually successfully pulled off a lot of his straight backs today. So yes, for sure, it is rewarding.
What is no, it says, question, is there a time limit on the backing when testing out? There is. It's 11 minutes for a straight line back. It is 15 minutes for all the rest of the backing maneuvers. Straight line back is shorter because you should be able to straight line back if you're even on the test schedule. Is Prime hiring? We are hiring, but it's going to be a wait. Is that a red one?
No.
I say we do the red one because we only got like 4 more minutes. So.
All right, sounds good to me.
What are we going to have?
Wow.
What are we going to have them text this time? Or should we do the question?
Actually, the question. But I don't know what the question, because not all these people, well,
they're my subscribers.
Okay.
How about what color is the drink that is in the Tim safety tip video that I did with Tim Weimer? What is the color of the Gatorade that he says he only drinks? Because if you use the restroom in it, it will change a color. It won't change it. It will change a color. So what is the Gatorade what's the color of the Gatorade that he says he drinks? Put it in the text to that message right there. Whoever gets that, that's the red hat right there. And red is my favorite color, and that red is popping, but it's the only one. Oh, we got a winner already. Let's see who it is. I bet people are all like, oh, what was that video? What was that video? Oh, the first person was a wrong answer. They said grape. My trucking venture, Joseph. I shouldn't have said his name. The first person put grape, man. If he would have said blue or like the blue flavor coconut. Well, my trucking venture, you were second last time, but you actually were first this time. So text me that address. I'm gonna text that to you. I can't believe that. Look, he said.
Who's the second person that got the question?
That's right? My trucking venture.
This one.
This guy up here, yeah. This one got it wrong too. They said green. Green was wrong. I can't believe 1, 2, 3, 4. Only 4 people participated in that. You know what's funny is
like I said, that fourth one.
He put it right there too. Watch, look.
Yeah, I seen it pop up.
I seen it. Look, somebody else put light blue, no ideal. Somebody put lemon lime. No, it was blue. And that was his my trucking venture. It's kind of cool. One of my students ended up with one of my old students ended up with a hat. So that's pretty cool. And he ended up with the red one, the 1 of 1. So yeah, that's it for the hats. And Prime is hiring. Look, he says, let's go. I need one of those hats so I can rock it on the 18th next month. Yeah, we gave them all out, and it's been about an hour, so we're gonna get out of here. Thank you for showing up.
Oh, appreciate you having me again.
And we'll have to.
At least this time we weren't eating things hot.
Oh yeah, the gummy bear. Oh my gosh. But
that was fun.
I did give him a hat. He wanted a purple one to match his truck, so I did give him a hat. So we're out of here. Thanks everyone for stopping by and participating tonight. We ended up giving away 4 hats. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we ended up giving away 3 hats. We gave away because he said he's gonna buy one for me on Monday. So we gave away 3 hats, and thanks for watching, everybody. And until next time, like, comment, and subscribe. Ring the bell. Get my latest lives. Get my newest videos. Also, in the description, there's a link to fill out an application and get my recruiter. My recruiter's good. Don't forget to drop that referral code, COXDJO. Also, my phone number is 417-894-8098.